Well, hello there, yet again. Unfortunately, it looks like, for the third time, my internet decided to explode yet again. And, as unfortunate that it is,
Luka, can you hear me?
there's not much I could have done about that. So, chances are there's gonna be a fourth time, but you know what? Until then, hopefully, you know, it won't happen again. I'm praying to whoever listening that maybe, just maybe, we can avoid that. Maybe we can avoid that. I'm hopeful. But until then, let's continue. And you know, it couldn't wait until I at least was finishing with the quest. It had to interrupt while I was about to give a speech unlike any as well. But anyway, let's get back into it. Enough about ranting. I could go all day, but I shall refrain for now. I'll try to keep it as positive as I possibly can, even though it's very hard.
You're finally awake. You've been out for the whole day. We were really worried.
I'm worried about my own sanity at this point, Zyla. As much as I worry about Luka, a lot of things in my mind right now.
Don't worry, Seele.
Like the seeping
Like I
rage.
said, it was just the exhaustion. Svarog was deliberately holding back.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Seele. And Nat? I'm in the clinic?
Yes, you are, and I'm pretty sure I'm in Groundhog Day, Luka, at this point. Because the same thing keeps happening over and over again, and I don't know how to handle it at this point.
Where else? You think we'd leave you on Svarog's turf?
You probably should have. You probably should have at this point.
Thank you all. I feel much better now. Sorry, Nat. I must have wasted your time.
Don't be ridiculous, Luka. Still, whatever your motivation was, I hope you can find a different outlet for it.
I'm pretty sure I have to challenge him to a trial of combat at this point. Because he's getting mighty, you know, mighty brave, shall we say. It's getting a little bit too comfortable for my liking. And I don't know if I, you know, can stand by that. Sometimes, you know, you gotta challenge another man to a fight of honor. To prove that, you know, they should know their place a little bit.
I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. There's more to this story. You need to explain what the heck got into you today.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, at this point I get used to it. I am in the process of trying to get, like, an ether cable that I can just plug into my computer so I can avoid issues like that. But I'll see if I can get one. Because this is getting a little bit annoying. And the problem is, it used to never happen last year. Like, when you remember, we used to get a little bit of delay every now and again. It never used to crash. It only happened recently. And I just don't know why.
Like I said, he's a robot. No matter how good his calculations are, he's not designed to pull punches.
I mean, just because I did do that, Greg, doesn't mean I deserve it. Like, come on. You have to say to a man as it is, you know? Sometimes you gotta challenge a god. And you know, you might lose in the end, but at least you try.
You're always so serious. I've said it before. This is my trip.
That's true. That's true, Liz. I mean, you know, I can't conquer the Olympus too early. Because, you know, if I do, there might be repercussions. Kratos himself is still in the process of defeating them, you know. I can't just take that man's glory for myself.
Oh, slow down. You haven't completely recovered. Seele, don't pressure him. Let him rest.
Thanks, Nat, but I'm almost recovered. I have some things to do.
But yeah, hopefully, we're not gonna get rudely interrupted yet again. I really hope so.
Hey, where do you think you're...
Let him go, Seele.
Just like my
really
sanity
don't
is
get
letting
it.
me go. I swear, this option, the first time I saw it, I was about to say, I can just imagine Hoyoverse executives just gathering on a round table meeting, you know, just sitting in a nice little circle, in a dimly lit room, just being like, okay guys, so we're releasing the Luka and Seele story quest. What options, dialogue options can we give? And you know, one guy presents something. I don't get the whole thing either. It's like, okay, interesting. A little bit of a like rhetorical question, you know. You pretend like you're a little bit clueless. That kind of fits with the character. Okay, I like that, I like that. What else do you have? Maybe he has his reasons. Okay, being a little bit empathetic, you know, and given the, you know, you can feel emotions as well, except instead of, you know, being the emotionless side that you usually are. I like that, I like that. It's pretty good. You know, the third guy, the one that rocks in like shorts, sliders, like sunglasses in room, he's like, bruh, it's just being a bit of a weeb, huh? Come on, high five. Come on, give me a top one. No one? Really? You're gonna leave me hanging? You're gonna leave me hanging? Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. So yeah, what do you think? It's pretty good, right? I mean, I was like sitting yesterday, you know, just drinking a bunch of 40s, and I was like, man, I got a banger for you tomorrow. I swear to God, my boss is gonna rock down from his shoes, do a somersault, and you know, just slam back on his chair and be like, wow, you are promoted for ideas like that? So, what do we say? Do I get promotion or what? You know, the executive scary looking guy just sits there and is like, I've seen many ideas. Some were good, some were bad, some were absolutely awful. But this is the first time when a man such as yourself, the man that looks like 20 generations of inbreeding happened within a single span of a decade. Encapsulated within one man. To come up with such a brilliant ideas. Unbelievable. Initially promoted. You are now the director. I put you... Whoever's the director, get out. Get out. I don't care who you are. Get out. It's like his nephew. Steve, I don't care. Go home. Tell your dad I fired you. In fact, I'll fire him if he complains. Now you come here. Come here. I'm gonna groom you as my successor. This is the kind of modern thinking that we need. I like you. Okay, what more ideas do you have? Give me something else. It's like, bro. Okay. Listen. I got this good one. Good one. How about the next dialogue line that we give is like, totally, man. I agree with that. And you know, just put totally in all caps, and like prolong it. Like say totally. You know, how about that? It's like stares deep into the windows. Like, I love it. I love it. Write it down. Write it down. All of you, write it down. I want these kind of ideas by next week. By Monday, give me 10 of them. It's like, man, no worries. I'll give you like 20. Good. Overworking. I like you. Next thing you know, you're gonna become my right-hand man. So keep working like that, boy. You see, all of you, useless. None of you give me any good ideas. In fact, I should fire every single one of you. If by Monday I don't get similar kind of ideas as this man provided me right here, all of you are gone. Every single one of you. Anyway, I gotta go to my driving range. I gotta do some golfing. To calm my mind down from all the useless idea you gave me. And we'll see you all on Monday. And you know, that's pretty much how it went, I imagine, you know. I can't imagine it went differently.
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly. That's my question as well.
If he never intended to explain anything to us, why did he drag us along? No, this is too weird. I'm gonna follow him and see what he's up to.
If I worked for Hoyoverse, Liz, I'm pretty sure I would either make this company the greatest that ever existed, or we bankrupt it in a span of a single night. You know? There's no either or. There's nothing in between. There's only either or. And you don't know which one it would be. It's really a gamble. It's 50-50 of life, shall we say.
I can't just let it go. Luka didn't used to be like this. You're not too busy these days, right? I'll give you a shout if I need help.
Alright, so, I mean, after that absolute mind bender that we went through, I definitely need help. I'm not sure if you can provide me the kind of help I need, though. Probably Natasha is the one to give me that certain help. Because I definitely need some morphine or something like that, you know, to calm myself down.
If you must, Seele, try not to worry. I don't want to see you two fighting.
Don't worry, Nat.
Absolutely, Liz, absolutely. But, you know, when you win that 50-50 of life, then when it matters.
Now that they've left, I have a favor to ask you. It's easy for Luka to get ahead of himself sometimes, but I've never seen him this headstrong. It does make me wonder.
I mean, bro is such a weird word to use in such sentences. It's like, I don't know, it just called me off guard absolutely out of nowhere. And I wish I wasn't interrupted by my Wi-Fi provider to, you know, give you the raw experience that I was experiencing in a moment. This was a little bit of diluted version because, you know, I was a little bit mad, as you probably could tell in the little interaction. But hopefully it was still pretty fun. But I swear to God, whoever wrote that was so proud of themselves. They went home and they like told their wife, their kids, you know, told their friends. I mean, like, I wrote this absolute banger of idea. I'm gonna show it tomorrow to my boss and see what he says.
Could you ask Oleg how Luka's been recently? I haven't seen much of him lately. It's hard for me to get the full picture.
And just to make it better, I can just imagine it's like a 55-year-old man, you know, the kind of man that never visited the internet ever, doesn't even know what video games are. And he's like, you know, my son uses the word bro a lot. And he also uses the word weeb to describe his friends. How about we use that in a sentence as a response? What do you say? Oh, very good, very good, very good, very good. How about we put that in right now? I imagine that's how it actually went.
Thank you. Regardless of what's really going on, I hope none of you let small things get in the way of your friendship. See you.
Hi there, Savik. Glad to see you. I thought you would be already sleeping by this time, but glad you were, you know, a night owl as usual. Fair enough, Savik. Been there way too many times. In fact, I didn't plan to sleep today at all, probably. Yo, we meet again. Looks. For some reason, Oleg is not the kind of man that I would assume uses yo. So out of character, but you know, well, I love it. I thought you all left to save the world or something already. Good timing. I still owe you a thank you. Thanks for getting this city back on the right track outside it. My throat is a little bit gone, but I'll try to make voices when I can. Before this place is completely handed over to the Silvermane gods, Wildfire still has to oversee the underworld's daily affairs. Feel free to speak if you need anything. I want to ask you some things, Luka. Oh, sorry, about Luka. Excuse me.
Oh? My student. Did something happen recently? I was wondering why he didn't come to see me after the championship match ended. Come, tell me about it.
Exactly. I can just imagine Oleg as a kind of guy that would be, you know, sitting there in an executive meeting room being like, so we gotta use, you know, at least a weeb and, you know, a bro in the same sentence, at least once in this story quest. I feel like that would really bring a younger demographic together and make us seem relatable, even though we never played a single video game in our entire life. I feel like that would really, you know, bring us with the youth and finally make my son not hate my guts and finally speak to me for the first time in 20 years. I feel like that would be really cool. What do you say? So look, yes. I do agree. That's very good, very good. Let's proceed with that. Don't even go through trial and error. Writing department wasn't even considering that decision. They were like, who needs it? Let's just straight go into print. One of the directors went to the programmer guys and he was like, we had this meeting with me and a bunch of other executives. And we decided, you know, to add this to one of the story quests. How about the Luka story quest? I feel like that would be really good. You know, when he passes out, just put it there. Just put it there, you know, when people all gonna see it. And you know, I feel like it's gonna really shine through. You remember the little Endgame's line I input in Inazuma Quest was a little boy when he prays to shrines? I feel like I picked at that point. But you know what, this one, I feel like this one's gonna really shine through and gonna show that maybe I should be writing some dialogue lines, you know? I feel like I have a talent in this, and honestly, I need to let it shine every now and again. I feel like you will agree after seeing it. The writer, you know, pulls out his glasses, just looks at it and is like, bro, totally, he's such a weeb. Just looks back and is like, maybe I should change professions. Maybe game development wasn't the right, you know, field to go into. What am I doing with my life here? I have a college degree. I went to a writing school, and this is what I need to deal with. Unbelievable. Does it anyway. You tell Nick about everything that happened with Luka and Seele.
That does sound a little strange. Luka usually doesn't push himself so far. Huh. He may be a tough guy on the surface, but he's got his secrets. Did he tell you about the origins of his mechanical arm?
The voice really messed up my voice. I kind of regret doing it now, but I felt like that was part for the cost. I did my best to like sound like the angriest old Japanese or like Chinese Korean man, you know, Asian man in general. The kind of stern but just, you know, and the kind that never touched technology in his entire life.
Ah, then he probably didn't describe the scene in detail. That was 6, 7 years ago. I was patrolling with some comrades in the neighboring town of Multamerville. We passed an ordinary mechanic's shop.
It's like Steve Buscemi, you know? Remember that meme? Hello, fellow kids. That's exactly what that would feel like. That's exactly the vibe they would give off. You know what I'm talking about?
There was a serious-looking fella looking after the shop. He was probably a few years younger than me, but his hair and beard were white as snow. There was a young lad doing odd jobs. He looked pretty exhausted.
This one. Remember this one? This is exactly the kind of guy I feel like Executive would be. You know, just pull the cab backwards. You know, just puts a random t-shirt that he finds in his son's closet, grabs his skateboard and is like, alright, time to go to work. That's why I imagine would happen.
Anyway, I convinced the shopkeeper to let him come with me. Luka was a fast learner. At first, I couldn't figure out if he liked what I was teaching him. Fighting, weapons, strategy, etc. He didn't talk a lot, just kept his head down.
You know, this old man gotta get with the use. You know it gets bad when they start grabbing skateboards and starting talking to you like you fellow kids. That's when it gets real bad. That's when you know all faith in humanity is lost.
Then, about a year after I took him in, Luka lost one of his arms while rescuing townsfolk from the Fragmentum in Multamerville. He almost didn't make it. He was unconscious for 2 or 3 days. I sat next to his bed, anxious and guilty. Guess what he said to me after he woke up?
Go away. I'm trying to sleep. Why are you staring me down, old man? Get out. I'm not your fellow kid. And get rid of the skateboard. I know you don't know how to use it. Get out of my room.
Master, I feel great.
Is that what he said? Somehow I doubt that.
He had bandages all over his body. Most of his wounds hadn't healed yet. But it was the first time he'd ever smiled at me. I still remember that expression.
And the moral of the story is, if you want your child to respect you, beat them until, you know, they're on the brink of death, and they just stand beside their bed staring at them longingly until they wake up and they're like, Father, I love you. It's like, finally he said it. All it took is for me to hire a bunch of slugs, beat him to a pulp. Oh, finally. Come here. Let me give you a hug. Oof.
Oh, sorry. I get a little carried away when I tell this story.
I bet you do, Oleg. I bet you do.
What I'm trying to say is Luka views other people's lives as more important than his own. That's how he's always been.
I can relate. I've usually Lee's life more important than mine as well, you know.
So when he says stuff like, this is for training, that's probably a lie. He's hiding something from you, alright?
Alright. I mean, that kind of belt, you know he pulls it out and it's like a whip immediately. As soon as Luka sees it, he gets like a PTSD, Winter Soldier episode all over again, just his eyes roll back into his skull and he's like, no, father, please, no, I'll behave, please. Don't use your metal arm.
Anyway, I'm too old to be getting involved in this stuff. I'm sure you and Seele can sort this by yourselves. One thing I will ask, please try not to embarrass him too much, okay? He's the fighting champion of Boulder Town, after all. An idol for all the children. He needs to keep up that image.
I mean, I guess it's fair enough. Okay, what does Seele has to say? You there? You there? I found Luka. He's on his way to the river town alone. Wanna go there together? I guess I'm coming. If we run. Wait, what? I say I'm coming. What do you mean if we run? So I swear, sometimes these people can't read. I'm waiting for you at the intersection. Come quickly. Alright, fine. Oleg, do you have anything else to say?
Where you find people, you find one.
Ah, okay, there's nothing else you want to say. Okay, fine enough. Alright. Well, let's go meet Luka yet again. It's probably his way to challenge Svarog yet again. I mean, to be fair, he does kind of resemble Indiana Jones if Indiana Jones was a little bit older. All he needs is a leather jacket. Actually, he has already one. A leather hat. And, you know, a whip on his side and he's good to go.
Oh, you're here. Come on. He wasn't in a hurry, so we should be able to catch up easy enough.
That's a part-time hustle of Oleg, you know, treasure hunting. How do you think Wildfire pays for all its expenses? Obviously through Oleg's generous donations that he gets by acquiring them semi-legally. The keyword is semi.
Look, there he is.
In the background of every single Indiana Jones film, you can see just Oleg in the background, you know, just finding some pirates, getting some treasures out. Meanwhile, Indiana Jones like deciphers a map or something. Meanwhile, Oleg is popping off in the background, just going absolute ham on some villains, blasting off into space. One of the rockets be like, "See you later, suckers." Just loading a bunch of treasures while he's at it. Jewels dripping out of his pockets.
Let's follow him. Stay quiet.
Meanwhile, Indiana Jones is like, okay, I think I can figure this out if I spend a little bit more time on it. Maybe if I put it towards the sun, it will show me the way. That is true, Savik, that is true, you know. The only thing that's stopping me from robbing a bank is the possibility of getting caught. You know, if there was none of those, I'll be right there. You know, I'll be right there in a Swiss bank, you know, asking for their generous financial donations. In a very polite manner. I wouldn't go with like a gun or anything. I would just go with like, you know, empty hands and an attitude like any. I'll be like, can I speak to your manager? And you know, while they get their high ups, I would go to the nearest wall, being like, okay, I'm going in, I guess. Yeah, just walking around casually, just pretending like I mean to be there, dressed in a suit and everything nicely, like greeting every guard on the way, being like, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, and you know, just walking straight in a line, never turning around, being like, okay. Well, I guess I'll go to that vault, get some jewels. Oh, an original copy of Mona Lisa, let's go. Oh, some nice Tyrannosaurus Rex skull. Okay, let's go with that. I'm pretty sure Nick Cage would love that one. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, some Rembrandt lost pieces, huh? Okay, let's take those as well. Some Mozart lost songs. Okay, I will get those as well. Ah, the Golden Covenant. Might as well. The Holy Grail. I mean, you know, I quite like immortality. Let's go with that one. The Fountain of Youth. You know, let's get some water on the road. You know, just walk out meanwhile with a bunch of treasures on my hand. Be like, good work, everyone. Good work. Anyway, I gotta go. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Hello there. Hello there. Alright. And, you know, while the guy's still keeping his manager, getting him, you know, chases through all the walls, try to find him, where he probably speaks to the Pope or something. Well, Pope tries to load half of Rome's treasury inside, you know, for his financial endeavors in the future. I'm like, okay. Loading it in the back of my SUV or something, be like, okay, I'll see you on the way back, guys. Have a good one. And, you know, that's how I discover the lost treasures of the world. Just like that. Oh, we're doing a little bit of hide and seek, huh? Alright, nothing quite like a little bit of stealth.
We didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. This doesn't feel right.
No.
Hey,
No, Luka!
let's hide for a bit.
How could you spoil me?
And you too? What are you guys doing here?
We are here to admire the boxes. I really like this metal post, you know. It's fine craftsmanship, and I felt like I just need to admire it. for the next
Look,
12 hours.
There he is.
And you just rudely interrupted me, Luka. I don't know. How could you do this to a man?
Let's follow him. Stay quiet.
You both have a point. You both have a point, guys. I'm not gonna disagree. You know, Liz, it's pretty hard to mismatch me for somebody. I can just imagine this exactly identical guy in their bank at that very moment who just so happened to be unlucky to be there. But the only difference is that he has a tiny little mustache, a little comically small mustache that's barely seeable. And the guy just mistakes me for him and like puts him in jail instead, and I go scot-free with a bunch of treasures in my truck. Just going off to the hills, never to be seen again. Next time you hear from me is a certain individual discovered lost treasures, which include a holy grail, a fountain of youth, a lost paintings of Rembrandt, some lost lyrics of Mozart, and a bunch of other treasuries. The man's location is currently unknown, but he is well known to be one of the wealthiest men to have existed nowadays. His estimated net worth is in trillions, yet nobody knows where he is or what he does with all that money. Meanwhile, I'm like on a beach laying in a Caribbean Sea, you know, just listening to the radio while this lady is describing what I'm doing, like surrounded by a bunch of guards. The entire island is just like a line of guards, armed to the teeth, just be like, all right, boys, at ease. They still ain't getting us. Just make my own country. I'll call it Appreciation Land. And the only rule of the said land is to appreciate at least 12 hours a day. It doesn't matter who or what. As long as you do appreciate, that's all that matters. No! Luka, you didn't see me.
Seele, you too?
Solid Snake
guys
would be
doing here?
so unproud of me. Unbelievable.
Oh no.
Where's Colonel while I need him? Okay, I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Look, there he is. Let's follow him.
Right, fine, Seele. You know, I was trained by the best.
Thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick.
Metal
let's
Gear
keep up
Solid
the
told me
chase.
all my
This doesn't feel
hiding
right.
maneuvers.
Hey, let's hide for a bit.
This one I call
Too
a
close.
peekaboo.
Step back a bit.
He sees nothing. What are you talking, Zyla? This man is clearly blind. He doesn't understand the profound technique of sneakery.
Doesn't
No!
feel right.
You see what I tell you? It moves unlike any. This one I call a switcheroo.
This
No,
doesn't feel
no,
right.
no!
Hey, let's hide for a bit.
He almost got me. He almost got me. This one I call a switcheroo.
Where's
Look at that.
he going?
A trash can, the mightiest of hiding spots. Truly the epitome of sneakery.
This
No,
doesn't feel right.
no you don't, Luka.
Let's hide for a bit.
No, you don't. You thought you got me. Guess again. Just like that.
This doesn't
Nope.
feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
You thought you saw me. But you never did. Hook, what are you doing there?
Wait, that's Hook. What's she doing here?
Hook, are you trying to replace me as the second in charge of malls? Am I getting demoted? Is this how I found out that you found somebody else to replace me? Just because I'm going to interstellar travel and probably will never see you again, you're gonna betray me just like that? I thought we had a special connection. I helped your dad get a present of a lifetime. Is this how you repay me?
Up to no good.
Unbelievable. Absolutely no worries, Greg. Have a good one. I hope you're still here. Sorry I didn't catch you. But I hope you have a good rest, and I'll catch you later.
Luka should tell her to go back to town. He's always worrying after the kid's safety. We've come this far. We can't let this kid ruin everything.
I mean, I myself have a little bit of a sore throat. Nothing to do with the weather, but, you know. Probably from all the insanity that I unleashed upon you today. But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Shh, she's coming this way.
Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna spot us. Hook is like... No! Hook.
Wow, honorary member, Miss Seele.
Hook, come on, how could you spot me? I'm clearly hiding in the most perfect manner imaginable.
Shh, be quiet. You almost exposed us.
And Hook is like, I can literally see you from there. You gotta be blind to miss you. I'm like, Hook, what do you mean? I'm clearly the epitome of disguise. I'm like a shadow in the night. Nobody will spot me.
Why are you sneaking around like this?
Because I like to sneak, Hook. I'm trying to become a snake. You know, slither away. And also, I quite like these boxes. I was thinking of admiring them for the next 12 hours. What can a man admire some boxes in peace in here? What does this world come to? You know what? We're looking for you.
Huh? Hook's confused.
Well, you see, Hook, I was spying on you. Because I felt like you're gonna replace me. I felt like I wasn't fulfilling my honorary members' roles too well. And I felt like at this particular moment, there's gonna be a company restructure and you're gonna boot me out. So I had to know. I had to know if I have to take you out. I mean, if I have to, you know, make a strong point why you shouldn't replace me. I definitely wasn't trying to, you know, seize control of the entire organization and, you know, become the boss in the process. I definitely didn't plan to do that. In fact, I was planning to help you to move even further by expanding the organization, by getting new potential members. And in the process, probably, you know, promoting me as well for being such a loyal member of the moles. You see? So I think we got it. I think my explanation was pretty good.
We're gonna lose him if we don't hurry. Hook, run back to town. Stop hanging around here.
Okay. That's what Luka said too.
You see, Hook, they don't understand us. They don't understand that we are here for the greater good. These stupid adults, they will never get us.
I hope you two find the treasure.
Alright, Hook, listen, look. I'll go on a treasure hunt with you later. Like, you see, that man has been standing there for the 5 minutes, just waiting for us, clearly. Because he has a very limited sense of direction. Unless we follow him, he doesn't know where to go. His internal GPS locator is broken. So unless somebody follows him, he doesn't understand where he needs to go. In fact, if we stay here, that man will never move again. He will forever be stuck in that position.
We didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase.
Just like that. Quiet. Just like a little cat. Strolling in the darkness. No. No, you don't. You saw nothing. In fact, there's nothing to see. No! He's running away. I knew it. He spotted me. Wait. No. Stop right here, criminal scum!
Hey,
No!
let's hide for a bit.
Seele, and you too?
Unbelievable.
What are you guys doing here?
No.
Just been spotted like that.
He caught us.
I thought I hit pretty well. Wasn't my screaming, you know, stop right there, criminal scum, they gave it away?
We're gonna lose him if we don't hurry.
I thought it was part for the call, so honestly, I thought he would get confused, you know. I'd give him a little bit of a sound barrier attack.
Let's
To,
keep
you know,
up the
confuse
chase.
his senses. I'll give him a little bit of razzle dazzle,
Doesn't
shall I
feel
say.
right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Alright, Luka, you thought you called me. But guess again. You think you can run away from me? Not so fast. No.
This doesn't feel
No.
right.
No.
Hey, let's hide for a bit.
I got stuck
Seele,
on some trash
you
cans.
too?
This
What you
face
guys
says
doing
it
here?
all.
No. He caught us.
Can't a man admire trash can in peace?
We're gonna lose him if we don't.
I hope you two.
I'm a trash can enthusiast, Luka.
Thank
I
goodness we
enjoy
didn't lose
admiring
him.
trash cans. What can I say?
Let's
Is this
keep
a
up the
crime?
chase.
Is this
Doesn't
truly a
feel right.
crime?
Hey, let's hide for a bit.
These people. These people and their judgmental judgment. They don't understand. Right, Luka, I'll play you games.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
I am hiding, Seele. I'm pretty sure that man saw me run past him. Like, almost literally within his vision. Like, and he was like, oh, it must have been Shadow. It clearly couldn't have been a man.
Hey, that's too close. Step back a bit.
Wait. How did he spawn me?
Seele,
What kind of
you too? What are you guys doing here?
vision sensor does this man have?
No. He caught us.
Does he have infrared light or something within his eye sockets? X-ray scanner or something like... Oh, what?
We're gonna lose him if we don't.
I was hiding behind a pillar.
You two.
Unbelievable.
Thank goodness.
This
we
is
didn't
just
lose
like
him.
Solid Snake.
Quick, let's keep up
This
the
man
chase.
clearly been
This doesn't
trained
feel
by,
right.
you know,
Hey, let's hide for a bit.
the spies within the Metal Gear Solid. They also had the vision sensors. I need my colonel right here to tell me how good I'm doing. I don't feel safe otherwise. Stop right there.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
You criminal. I'm gonna...
Hey, that's too close. Step back a bit.
Seele, don't tell me what to do. That man is clearly cannot see plus 2 feet. But he can clearly see past 2 feet if you stand behind a pillar. That's not something he has trouble with. In fact, he will definitely spoil you.
Doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Like, you see what I tell you? I'm literally underneath him. Like, I'm hiding behind nothing. He cannot see me.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Luka, you clearly cannot see me. Go away. Just like that. You clearly saw nothing? Let's see what dirty secrets he's trying to hide from me, Luka. A little box. Is this where you keep all your blackmail? I shall find what is within there.
Did he put something down?
Luka, I'm gonna take whatever
Let's
this
go have a
is.
look.
Just for my moral damage compensation. You put me through too much grief,
Case?
and I shall take whatever it is. I just open up and it's like a piece of chewing gum. And a little note saying, this is my treasure. I've been saving this stick of chewing gum for the last 20 years. I'm gonna unwrap it on one of those days, and I'm gonna enjoy the absolute chewy goodness that's about to unleash. This is not 3, not 4, not 5, it's 6 layers of chewing gum encased within one package. And truly an experience unlike any. They discontinued this packaging a long time ago, because it is said that as soon as you put this chewing gum within your mouth, your jaws just get absolutely demolished by the chewy goodness. They will never unclench ever again, just from the pure gumminess they would unleash upon your absolute being. And when I feel sadness, I come here to stare at it, thinking, is it a day? Not yet. Not yet. Perhaps tomorrow. And I come here every single day to ponder, while writing this little note to myself. Maybe tomorrow, Luka. Maybe tomorrow. Postscriptum, your faithful Luka. The Baldo champion. 28 wins, 0 losses. 2 draws.
For some reason, I feel like...
We come this far, we're gonna open it.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder what's in there. Here, let me open it. Is this a notebook? It looks like a kid's handwriting and some scribbled art. Have a look.
So is Luka trying to become an artist?
Mr. Luka. Hello.
Okay, now I feel bad. Now I shouldn't have read this.
My name is Margie, and I'm from Old Hammerville too. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been sick since I was a baby, but I still dream of becoming a big star in the cage one day. Just like you.
This is so goddamn sweet. I feel bad now about joking what it could be. Luka, what are you trying to do to me here? I'm trying to make jokes here and you pull out the feels like this.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I wanted my dad to give you this notebook. I wanted to tell you that you've inspired me to keep working hard and achieve my goal, even if it's hard to reach.
Oh, that's nice.
When I become a fighter as awesome as you, I'm gonna do my best to help people in the underworld. I want to team up with my friends and help everyone together so they can smile again. I'll listen to their thanks and then yell out my winning slogan. The Moltermerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion.
This just melts my heart, honestly. I have nothing to say. Honestly.
Upholding justice and peace once again.
I feel bad for reading this now. So it's not for my eyes to see.
Then I want to chase away all the bad things hurting everyone. I'll go with my friends and clear out all the scary monsters. I'll make the underworld safe, and then yell out my other winning slogan. The Moltermerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion, defeater of evil throughout the world.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. What are you trying to do, Honkai?
Lastly, I want to make life better for the underworld.
I assume this is Smarog.
Mom said there's someone called Svarog who keeps stopping us from going back to the overworld.
Well, about that, you can ready to go. That's alright, Manji. You can ready to go. Swarog is not a big bad man anymore.
So I'm gonna challenge that big robot and show him what I can do as a champion fighter.
That's a good dream to have, though. That's a good dream to have.
But Svarog is too strong. We'll never win. My friends are gonna all want to back out when they hear about this. But I know I have to be an example for everyone. I need to stick my neck out and go challenge Svarog on my own.
Well, this is the next Seele in the making.
Bam! Crap! Boom! It's gonna be such an epic fight. And then we'll reach a draw, and neither of us will be able to win.
Okay, that's a good aspiration. I like that. You know, being realistic from a young age. That's good. That's good.
But Svarog will acknowledge my strength and be willing to listen to the Underworlders.
So everyone wins in the end. That is a good aspiration to have, child. I do like that.
So, it'll be a happy ending. My friends will clap, and all the people suffering will be free.
That's cute.
But all that is just my dream. I don't know how long it's gonna be till it becomes reality.
Margie, I have very good news for you. You can go outside now. You can still become a fighter, though.
I'm lying in bed sick right now. But as long as Mr. Luka is around, I won't be scared. I remember everything you said to encourage me. Before becoming a champion, I want to defeat this illness first.
That's good. That's good.
Then, I need to learn how to stand, walk, and exercise again. Until I achieve all my dreams. I hope... no. I believe Mr. Luka will support me till the end. Right?
I'm just speechless, honestly. This made me feel stuff that I didn't think I would feel from Honkai, honestly. Oof. This was wonderful. But now I feel like a jerk. Now I feel like a jerk that I opened that when I shouldn't have. Ah.
Luka. I think I get it now.
Same, Liz, same. I don't want to give that child a hug. No, Iki. I need somebody to give me a hug. Nah, I'm joking. That was such an endearing story. Honestly, that art... I hope somebody from the development team got their child to draw that and then just animated it. Because that would have made it even cooler. Or even better, just ask some fans, you know, like some younger audience to draw some fan art for them. And, you know, just animated that. I hope that's the case. Because that was super cute.
Maybe we should forget about all this. What do you say?
I really want to talk to him about... This would be the morally correct option, but I want to know his opinion from the law perspective.
Me too. But maybe we should give him some time.
If I was playing on my own, I would probably choose the first one, but for the sake of, you know, law, I feel like the second one would be much more interesting.
Let's head back to town for today. Good night, Margie.
I also want to go find Margie and just be like, Margie, you go. You know what? If anybody tells you can't do something, just ignore them. Because you can achieve anything you want in your life. As long as you, you know, stay strong, strong-willed, and keep moving forward, one step at a time, you'll get there.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
Oh, that broke me emotionally for a second. I honestly didn't know that was the ending of the quest. Jeepers creepers, that was an adventure in many ways. But the ending, ooh. Not sure I can emotionally recover from that, let me put it that way. Okay, let's do some artifact grinding so we can all, you know, de-stress from the shows. Oh, Jesus. Let's see, what shall we do? Let's go for, should I go for Zyla? Let's go for some Zyla artifacts, because I do need better ones for her. We might do like half and half and go for genuines later. But for now, just so I can emotionally recover, let's just go with this. But ooh, that emoji, like, the thing that killed me was the animation of the little child's drawing. If it was just still images, it probably wouldn't make as much impact, but just the fact that they animated it in such a cute little manner, like, it's simple animation, but for some reason it just made me feel that much more. And honestly, I have a very sweet spot for stuff like that, both in real life and in fictional stuff. It's
The dead return.
like, I almost cried, honestly. Like, I usually don't get emotional, but that was one of the first times when I did in a while. Ooh. I mean, that was like the stuff that some adults wouldn't be able to say, and they're coming up from, like, I assume like an 8-year-old girl, you know, just saying how she would save the world, and, you know, go to a draw with. Like, there was such an endearing moment when she said, "I don't want to defeat Smaragd. I want to go to a draw with him," and, you know, like, he realized that humanity is not actually useless and can fight as well. And we, you know, we'll unite together and go in our world. That was like, man. I'm pretty sure half of the citizens of our world couldn't think of the same story, honestly, of the same, like, way of thinking.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A moral lesson for everyone, that, you know. Never give up on your dreams, guys. If somebody tells you you cannot do something, just keep doing it until, you know, you succeed. Because at the end of the day, you are the only obstacle. If you say something is impossible, then it might as well be. But if you keep moving forward and pushing through, you will be able to achieve it, no matter how hard the end goal is.
Illusions of the past.
I mean, that's what I like about Honkai character stories so much. Like, the only quest that made me feel that way was Kazuha's quest in Genshin. Like, that will cut me deep as well. But so far, almost every single character quest was phenomenal in Honkai so far that we did. I didn't do all of them, but I did quite a few. And almost all of them, you know, were absolutely phenomenal. Which I don't necessarily can say about Genshin once, and if you know, you know. I'm looking at you, Aita. You beautiful hunk of man. I did you so dirty.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I was kind of hoping that Luka would get his redemption match, you know? The second part of the story was where he defeats Smaragd. And he finally attains the glory of becoming the actual victor. Because technically we didn't challenge Smaragd 1v1, we, you know, piled up on him, so we didn't challenge him 1v1, so he technically didn't lose yet. He fought like against 4 people. And Luka went mono against him. It's a bit more impressive.
Nothing made the dead return.
Every single time I do a story quest, I start questioning my entire existence in Honkai. Which is a good thing, Like the last time we did, I think it was the Beiluz and Dan Haim's quest, I was like, wow. Well, some of those people were talking about Dan Haim, like the kind of crimes kicking me out, like, Jesus Christ. Give this man the break, you know?
Illusions of the
He was
past.
just born in that body. He didn't do anything. Damn it, his entire existence, you know, question whether he should have been born. Same with Bailu. I'm like, oof. And now here, you know, a little child trying to make me feel things. Don't do me to this game. Don't do this to me, game.
Who's next?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
A wheel forged in ice.
There is quite a few more left, I'm pretty sure. So there will be quite a few fun quests to go through. Because I'm pretty sure we didn't do that many for Tianjalofu.
Illusions of the
And
past.
we still have a few for Belbog, I'm pretty sure. We did all the ones in Terra space stations, but the other two regions are not quite there. And I'm pretty sure we're getting more soon anyway with the new update that's right around the corner. So that should be pretty fun. I think the update is this
Disappear
Wednesday,
among
right?
the sea of butterflies.
The
Illusions of the past.
1.4, I believe. That gets more story.
Never falters.
And the new character, obviously, but that should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. Pretty sure there's no new story quest, but that's actually potential. It could be good. There's crit damage at the end. That should be pretty fun.
Is that all?
We probably will do it on Wednesday. I was thinking of playing Genshin on Wednesday, but you know,
Disappear among the
I
sea
might
of
as well play the new update if it's
Illusions
cool.
of the past.
Because I am quite intrigued what they're gonna pull out. It's pretty fascinating.
Bloom. Repay.
Now I am curious actually regarding the Luka's quest. If you don't open that box, does it just, you know, end the quest right there and you never get to see that?
A wheel forged
Because
in
if
ice.
that is the case, I feel really bad for people who never got to witness that. Because that feels like, you know, morally you shouldn't open the box,
Disappear
but if you go
among the
beyond
sea
your
of
morals,
butterflies.
you
Illusions
achieve,
of
you
the
know,
past.
greatness. And that's what Genshin, I mean, Honkai truly tries to test at us. Is it better to get a good ending, or, you know, be morally right? And I don't know which one's better.
Is that all?
Because, you know, I don't have any morals, so for me, it's an easy choice. I openly talk about challenging childs to, you know, children to a fight
Illusions of the past.
of honor. I've said it plenty of times before.
The dead return. A wheel forged in ice. Never falters.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
At the end of the day, I do not discriminate. If you go against me, it doesn't matter whether you're a child, an old man, a dog. You gotta face justice, shall we say. The almighty water can of Novelette does not disregard against any enemy. If there's an enemy inside, they're gonna get cleansed. That is the only way.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The dead return.
Speaking of which, I probably should add to the chat actually the
Disappear among the
emojis
sea of
that we have in
butterflies.
Discord, because
Illusions of the past.
I feel like some of you guys probably want to use them. I always forget to do that. I'll probably do that tomorrow.
A wheel forged in ice. Never falters.
Okay, let's see. Do we get anything good? No. That's a decent one, actually. That might be useful.
Is that all?
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
So far, nothing too exciting. We got a few decent
Disappear
pieces,
among the
but
sea
nothing
of
too
butterflies.
crazy.
Illusions of the past.
Fight is fun!
I thought you did, considering you used it like 100 times. I'm pretty sure while I was asleep. I woke up in the morning, just looked at my phone, and I had like multiple notifications from this guy. I was like, oh, okay, you guys probably had a nice, you know, civilized conversation, you know, about deeper meaning of life, maybe discuss some characters and what you thought about them. And I just open up and it's like barrage of emojis just hit my face, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it's one of those, huh?
A will forged
I
in ice.
see. Somebody went a little bit crazy. Fair enough, fair enough.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I mean, I thought I'd make it because you gave me the idea, and I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of fun, so I spent an hour making it. And I think it turned out pretty good.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Fight is fun!
Who's next?
Is that all? A will forged in ice. Never falters!
I mean, I'll make them for you guys anyway, so as long as you like them, that's the only thing that matters. Because I use them sparingly. Except that one emoji that you know about. Because that one I pretty much made for myself. It wasn't intended for anyone else, really, to use.
Illusions of the past.
I mean, you can, but you know, that's pretty much what was intended for me.
Who's next?
A will forged in ice. Never falters!
Receive divinity.
Fight is fun!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I mean, I gotta let you know, guys. I gotta let you know, you know? Because sometimes you might forget. You might forget.
Is that all?
There's only appreciation and nothing more. I know my seem like it's different every now and again, but you know, it's just an illusion.
A will forged in ice. Never falters!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Fight is fun!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Actually, yesterday I spent the entire night, so after getting over that, I was like, I just went through Altea just blasting things to the outer space, and I was like, this is so much fun. It was a long time since I had so much fun with the character. The last character that I had so much fun with was Scaramouche.
Disappear among the
Because
sea
I
of
just like
butterflies.
flying around and you're
Illusions of the
blasting
past.
things from up above, from downtown.
The dead return!
I mean, appreciation has nothing to do with sexual stuff. It's only pure, you know, you
The sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
admiration, shall we say, you admire somebody else and appreciate their greatness in the return. There's nothing else to it.
Is that all?
I mean, you have the greatest man of them all, the C6 Jean Lee, because you know.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Probably even better. That's why I actually look into characters nowadays when I get them in Genshin. Are they fun to play? Because I don't care how strong they are. Like,
Never falters.
they could be the strongest character that ever existed in this world. You know, if they're not fun to play, I don't care.
Who's next?
The dead return. A will forged in ice never falters.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions
Because,
of
I mean,
the
it's
past.
pretty hard to compete when you think about this with, like, somebody just pulling out a water Gatling gun and just blasting enemies away. I mean, it's pretty hard to topple, you know? It's as good as it gets, let me put it that way. The only way would be better if you can just aim it in any direction, you know?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Just Novelette does a little bending action and just blast somebody in outer space from a 90-degree angle. Just pulls some acrobatic movements out of this world and decides to blast his enemies away for the sins that they committed. That's his eternal punishment, you know. You commit a sin, Novelette just slows you up in his cannon and just blasts you away.
Divinity.
No trial needed. Novelette is a trial himself.
Never falters.
He encompasses the entire law system within his own body.
The dead return.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Fight is one! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Well, let's see what we're gonna get on our last run. Is there gonna be anything exciting or not? Probably no, but you know, the man can read. I completely agree, Liz, because you know, at the end of the day, power doesn't equal fun. That is why characters like Eula are not really up to my speed, because you know, she just does big damage. And it's like, do I want big damage? Not really.
Disappear
I
among
like
the sea
her,
of butterflies.
and she's a cool character, but
Illusions
like,
of the past.
her gameplay is just nothing for me to get super excited about. It's just slash and the biggest slash. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't care about big numbers.
The dead return.
Does she blast her enemies away with a water cannon? No, then the answer is no.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
That's all I consider.
Illusions of the past.
Bloom. Repay. The dead return.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Fight is one! disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Come on, almost there, almost there. Can I get something good? It's a question of the hour.
Sagacious discernment.
JPN Island style, very nice, very nice. Nope, nothing too exciting. We did get that semi-decent pair of boots though. Let me try to roll that and see if we can get something out of it. What was it? Did I miss it? Right, I think it was this one. Let's try to roll it. If we get crit damage as the last part, might be good. Okay, let's see. HP percentage. Well, happens, I guess. Anything else decent I have? Not really by the looks of it. I do kind of need a good pair of speed boots. Break factor HP, not really what I need. I guess let's try this one. Maybe we'll get crit rate at the end of it. Well, actually, I don't think I need crit damage on Zyla. I need crit rate. I'm pretty certain. Let me see. Because I think she has plenty of crit damage anyway. Yeah, well. Nah, she needs crit rate. Yeah. To make it a little bit more beefy. Oh well, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's go do this quickly. I've been going to this man for daily missions for the past week. And all he's been doing is giving me tea. Honestly, my favorite daily missions of all time. You know, I just go inside, I get some tea, and I get out. The best daily quest in existence. Like, look at this. I go in. There's this man sitting here.
Want to try a cup of 90% concentrated flaming tea?
Yes, I do. Lately, I've been trying to make something new with fresh herbs, vegetables and fruits. After some setbacks, I finally developed a new recipe. This is a new flavor for flaming pot and tea. I followed your suggestion from last time, and this one is sure to lift your spirits with its spicy kick. Why don't you come over and give it a try? Both do personally pose you a cup of tea. Here, feel free to give it a try, and if you like it, drink more. There's plenty where they came from. Alright, let's get some tea in us. I think I was just talking about the relics list in that case. We'll give it a try for some boots, I presume, if I remember correctly, but clearly didn't turn out too good. But not to worry, not to worry. Well, you have no idea what greensballs do at it. You are certain that this is an authentic flame important tea, as its overwhelming spice and burn goes straight to your brain. You are stunned by the flame important tea's bold aftertaste. After shaking your head and taking a moment to compose yourself, you start counting on your fingers how many cups of flame important tea you've had. At that moment, you suddenly realize that counting with your fingers is something only my servants would do. What do you mean? Counting on your fingers is the most dignifying way you can count, clearly. How else are you supposed to count to 10? You telling me you're supposed to do it in your head? Presumptuous. Why would anyone do that? Your fingers were clearly placed there for a purpose, and that is to count. And it's an easy way to count as well, you know, you take a pinky finger, you know, okay, 1, your index finger, you know, your ring finger, 2, your middle finger, 3, index finger, 4, and then you sum 5, and you know, you just keep going like that until you end up at infinity. How do you think all those mathematicians, and you know, when they do all those crazy formulas, how do you think they do calculations? In their head? Using calculator? No, they do it on their hands. Do you think theory of relativity was invented by some sort of complex science? No. It was invented by counting fingers. It's a secret. The more fingers you have, the easier time you have. That's why they just line up scientists in one row and count their fingers whenever they try to have a breakthrough. The more scientists in a line you have, the more fingers you have to count, and the easier time you have. You quickly curl your fingers, but then you start wondering, why 7 counts her fingers because she has 10 of them. But how does Pom Pom count their finger? Do they start at 1 and count up to 2, or start at 0 and then at 0, 2? Wow. I never thought about it this way. I'd probably say start with 1. It's like one meaty hand. You know, the kind of hand that Pom Pom can just slam in your head against the wall and, you know, you'll pass out immediately. It's the kind of hand you're dealing with. And also, if you touch it, it's going to be the softest thing you ever touch in your life. So, it's double whammy, really. You become completely absorbed in your finger counting mathematical theories. As I usually do, you know, on a rainy day, night, evening, I just sit there pondering, how can I count this? And you know, I just start pulling out my fingers, being like, 1, 2, and you know, the next thing you know, it's morning time and I counted towards thousands. Like 9,997, 9,999, 8, 9,999, and you know, finally, 10,000. You know, Eureka hits me at that moment. I'm like, I just wasted my time counting 10,000. The past 8 hours are wasted. I'm never gonna get them back. But you know what? It was worth it. It's all about the journey along the way, it's not about the results. As I always tell you guys, if you had fun along the way, that's all that matters. And the fun did I have.
Do you know how to fix a star skin?
Alright, I still didn't finish it. I thought I finished it for a second. I'm kind of blanked out. Alright, boss dude, I'm back. Give me more of your delectable tea. I'm ready to transcend the human realm.
Handmade flaming tea. A kick to the senses.
I'm ready to ingest the liquid of the gods. Oh, finally, you're back. I was so worried about you. You finished the tea and just stormed out. I saw you were irritated by it. I tried to calm you down, but all you mattered was something about the ultimate truth of the universe. As I usually do, that's part for the course, and the unified theory of math. You see guys, what did I tell you? You think I made this all things up? No, I'm clearly, you know, projecting the character. One of the same, you know, we share the brain cells. All 2 of them. At any rate, I didn't understand a word. You went to walking unsteadily and stumbling, but now I see that you are safe and sound. I'm glad that nothing terrible happened. So, how did you feel about that cup of tea? I'm sincerely sorry if it was a bad tasting experience. Always glorious. I started counting on my fingers and the next thing I knew, I discovered the truth of the universe. Which is the appreciation. The more you appreciate, the closer you are to the heavens themselves, and the closer you are to Zhongli. And that is the truth of the world. take it and, you know, use it for what you will. From what you're saying, I assume the flaming potent tea has got you a little carried away. I've seen customers who aren't used to it getting dizzy and talking nonsense after drinking my tea. This man is not brewing tea, he's brewing weapons of mass destruction by the looks of it. With one cup of tea, this man can just wipe out armies. Perhaps that's why you acted weird. Looks like the flaming potent tea was a bit too flaming and potent. I'll have to adjust the recipe. I'll look into it later. Oh, and here's the compensation I promised. I'll give you a call once I'll come up with something new. Well, that was definitely an experience. Can't deny that. Is there any new events, by the way, or we're still waiting for the other one? Okay, there's still nothing new. That's fine. Okay, let's do these assignments as well. Why not? Okay, and I think to round it up, let's do a nice, easy run of Simulator Universe. And we'll probably call it a day after that. Just to finish it with a little bit of a bang, shall we say. Let's go with... what do we have? Is this a Dia one? Let me see, I think this is a Dia. No, it's Cacolia. You know what, let's go with the D one. Last one. Why not? Feel pretty good about it. Let's go with the hunt for a little bit of a speedy clear. Yeah, I feel the same way, Liz. I feel the same way. I don't want to, you know, get too emotionally invested in another story for now. I don't think my poor heart can handle that. Ooh, this is a nice environment.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Was that the entire joke, Liz?
And return! A will forged in ice.
Because you know what? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I'll give you that.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the
It
past.
could have been worse. I'll put it to you this way. It could have been worse. In fact, you probably should be proud of that one. Nice, we're getting some decent RNG luck on the hunt blessings for already. Go the hunt itself. Very nice. I'm quite looking forward to the new update. I had the new character is pretty good. Not sure if I'm gonna go for her though, but you know, still seems kind of fun. I'll admire them from a distance, and then if I cave in enough, I might try to get them. So far, nobody like maybe cave in too much. The redhead main Knight of Wonders probably going to be the first one to do so for me. Okay, let's see see, what do we have here?
Enemies ahead.
I'm with you.
Up for a scrap?
Let's wait.
Repay.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The dead return.
You know who I'm talking about, right? The... what was his
Forged in
name?
ice. Never
Greg
falters.
told me. Give me a sec, I'll double check. Argenti. Let's follow Mamie for the night of my dreams, you know? The kind of man that will protect me by my side.
Bloom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Fight is fun! Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice. Never falters. The dead return.
I just got a peek at the counting becoming crazy about the day, I swear to God. It all started with, you know, nice easy numbers, then we started doing math equations, and now it's like a life story behind every number. And, you know, I'm feeling what's gonna happen in the future. By the time we complete the saga, you know, it's gonna be every number accompanied by a little light novel written by each one of us. You know, expanding upon the future possibilities. I mean, that wouldn't be, you know, too far-fetched. Pretty appropriate, I'd say. Less pretty appropriate. He does look, if Dilla go a glow up, let me put it that way. Although Dilek is cool in his own right, but Gentil, like, let's be real. It's not even a competition.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice. Never falters. It'll heal.
Dude, if he wasn't depressed. It's Dilek when he actually didn't lose his father. When his dad is alive. So Dilek could have become all along.
Never falters.
He remained in nice Favonius, you know. Married Jean. Well, his life would have been great. Yet he decided to embark upon a journey of a dark night, you know? An honorable path, but not the best one, I'd say.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
You know, had a beautiful child by the name of Jiluk. You know, just to honor both of the parents' name. And everything would have been great. Dilek would clearly inherit, you know, the entire Knights of Favonius. become the greatest swordsman this world has ever seen, but not in this life, I guess.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I mean, if we go into complete opposite multiverse, then in the opposite multiverse, Jean-Lee is like the richest man that ever existed. And instead of tea, he drinks nothing but wine. And instead of profound tales, he spout the maddest thing you ever seen in your life. Because he gets drunk all the time. He's pretty much like Venti, but with money in their universe.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I didn't know you can laugh in different languages, Liz. That's something new to me.
Forged in ice. Never falters.
Fair enough, fair enough.
May the dead return!
Fight as one!
Well, let's see, what do we have? Double energy.
Enemies ahead. Up for a scrap?
I'm with you.
Cool it.
Let's wait and see.
Repay.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The dead return! A will forged in ice. Never falters!
Oh, is that the case? Oh, that's interesting. Ah, didn't know that. That's fair enough.
Who's next?
Fascinating. See, I learned something new too. It's kind of cool.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, you know, I just presume until proven otherwise. I mean, it would be strange if you actually laugh differently audibly as well, you know? You just rock up to, like, Italy or something, and they laugh like seagulls or something, you know? Just seagulls screech coming out of their mouth. You go to Asia, it's like badgers noises, you know? The weirdest thing ever. You just stay in your hotel room and you just hear like foxes crying or something, and just somebody laughing in Norwegian, you know? Like, okay, I guess this is what it is.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
A will forged in ice. Never falters!
Who's next?
The dead return!
among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That's why you should always travel to different countries, you know, to experience other countries' lives. Like it's local attraction. Like, so you know it's gonna be like a local news. A bunch of tourists crying about local people, just hearing their laughs. We interviewed one of those people, and what they said was, let me quote this to you. Wow. Fascinating. We aren't sure why they would say that. Further investigation required. I mean, I would always do that if I traveled to another country. I would just stand and look, listen to local laugh, just be like, okay, interesting, interesting. Just pretend like I'm writing an essay or something about it, just being like, taking notes and everything. Be like, okay, fascinating, fascinating. Well, having like the most stone-faced look ever, just no emotions whatsoever. Be like, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. Could you repeat that again, please? You know, asking questions like, how do you pronounce this? How do you go after huh? Do you go up or do you go down? Do you go huh or huh? How do you do that? Well, how do you use your esophagus to perform that noise? Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, let's see, can I buy anything from you, Hedda? What are you selling to me? Okay, let's go with that.
Trouble ahead. Proceed.
I'm with you.
Alright. You goddamn dear. I'm gonna
Let's wait.
make the best venison burger out of you. This word doesn't see.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
The dead return.
I'm gonna grill your tenderloin into a nice steak.
Never falters.
And of everything else, I'm gonna make the burgers. I'm gonna use your head as a trophy on my mantle. Don't even have one, but I'll make one. Just for you.
Is that all?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Right, I completely forgot this, but yeah, we can definitely do that whenever you can. My brain just completely shuts down unless you remind me of stuff like that, and yeah. We'll definitely do that. I should be free throughout entire weekends this week, and I should be free on Thursday, I believe. More or less have some stuff to do. But either Thursday or Saturday and Friday should be alright.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Didn't you already explain regarding that? I'm pretty sure you wrote me like a lengthy essay regarding Puzzle and explaining, because I think you talked about Gordon Ramsay butchering, didn't you? I do remember that. Unless you had more to say, in which case you are more than welcome to continue, I guess.
Receive divinity.
Who's next?
Pay for that.
The dead return!
Is that all?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice.
Well, let's see how this one's gonna turn out. I'm kind of fearful of the last stage was his one-shot kill area attack, but... Oh no.
A will
Field
forged
water,
in ice.
son of a gun.
Never falters.
Oh well. That's where Hunt comes in really good for this guy. Gets rid of all his roots quite easily.
Fight is won!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Ah, is that the case? Interesting. Yeah, I still haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I'll give it a listen as soon as I can.
The dead return!
I mean, it does look bomb, honestly. I would like to try it. 'Cause I do like me some good stew or soup. I'm quite,
Disappear among the
you know, the
sea of
market for both.
butterflies. Illusions
Because
of
I
the
grew
past.
up like, when I used to visit my grandparents when I was a kid, they always said, unless you had a
Disappear among
soup
the sea of
during your
butterflies.
lunch, you didn't eat.
Illusions of the past.
So I grew up with a lot of soups and stews and whatnot throughout my childhood, so I do have a special place in my heart for them.
Disappear among the sea of
And I
butterflies.
still like them to this day.
Illusions of the past.
I don't eat them as often as I probably should, but every now and again I make a nice borscht for myself. Or, you know, a nice slow stew of some kind, like a goulash type situation. And, yeah, it's quite nice.
The dead return!
A will forged in ice. Never falters.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Fight is won!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Doing pretty well.
Only a stretch.
Receive divinity.
I think we're gonna get it, guys. Looks quite
Will
promising.
forged in ice. Never
Unless he
falters.
pulls an absolute mind bender at the end.
The dead return!
Who's next?
And there we have it. A nice little venison,
A sharp
just
side beneath.
fresh from the battle. I like spice, Liz. I'm not afraid of spice. In fact, I welcome it. There's one thing I enjoy quite a lot is spice. My stomach doesn't, though. So it's a little bit of conundrum, you know, whether I prioritize my health or my taste buds. And in majority of the cases, my taste buds win. So, yeah. Take that for you will. Okay, I think we did everything we needed to. All the daily stuff done. There's no battle pass. Pretty sure I don't miss anything. I still don't think I did that one. Not sure why that one marks. Unless I did and I just forget completely. I think I did that. Alright, I think we are probably done for today. Yeah, I mean, if I do get an opportunity, Liz, I'll definitely try it because it does seem like right up my alley. And I'll definitely try the spicy one because, you know, I ain't no wuss. I like my spice to be as strong as a punch to the face, but to my gut. And on that note, I think we're probably gonna run it up for today. It was super fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know it was a little bit of a all over the place show, shall we say, since my internet decided to boot me off the face of this planet 4 times. But you know what? Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Hopefully next time it won't happen again, but I can't give you a solid promise for now. I'll try my best, but if it does happen, you know, it is what it is. Just know for the future, if I do suddenly cease to exist, I should be back within the next 5 to 10 minutes, just for the future reference. Unless I tell you something in advance, like, you know, Zeus himself shows up in my front door and challenges me to a bout or something. In that case, I'll probably notify and say, guys, I'm gonna have to go and defend my honor in a combative trial, shall we say, or trial of combat. Jokes aside though, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had fun, and I'll catch you all probably on Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm a little bit busy, so not sure I can make it. If I can, I'll let you know on Discord, but definitely Wednesday, I'm gonna be live. We most likely will be doing more Honkai for the new update, but I might decide to do Genshin. It will really depend on how I feel that day and what I feel more like playing. But hope you have a good remaining to your day, and I'll catch you all later, guys. Have a good one, and always remember, always sleep with one eye open, because you never know when a wild 50-50 of life will come your way, and you definitely don't want to lose that one. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.